Libra, welcome back to Shacy Tarot. For those of you returning, for those of you brand new, welcome to the channel. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm sorry it's been half a minute. I have had my hands full these days, but with personal readings, etc. And of course, my daughters have been home on summer holidays, and just trying to obviously maintain somewhat of a normal schedule has been difficult. I'm going to use a double-decker vintage deck for your overall energy. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this isn't your energy, it definitely can be the person affecting your energy now or coming towards you in the future, okay? Yeah, let's see what's going on. It's been really hot here today, so I threw up my hair. Hardly any makeup. I was just like, messy hair, don't care, it's hot. So not that I'm complaining, it's just, you know, heat rises and we're on above floor here, so it is extra warm. Anyway, let's see what's going on. We've got the sage burning, and I always put some rose petals, dried rose petals in here. I wish you could smell it, but anyways, let's see what's going on. We will read the tarot charms near the end of the reading. Wow. Okay, so this is what's come out so far. We have the King of Wands. That is a real go-getter energy. So this may be your energy I'm picking up, their energy, whoever's on your mind or coming towards you in the future, somebody you've met or haven't met. It can be a friend, love interest, a family member, a crush, somebody that maybe you never got off the ground with. It can be anybody. Okay, so keep that in mind. It is a general reading. Personal readings are open at shacy.com. This person is all in their head. It's kind of like, you know, oh boy, you know, I'm figuring out how to take action, but I kind of feel guilty maybe if I take action. I'm overthinking things. Things are spinning around in my head. I'm not sleeping well. So I feel like somebody can't sleep well because they have all these thoughts swimming around in their head. I feel like, you know, this definitely can represent that, you know, there's a lot of confusion here. This is somebody looking at the whole picture rather than dealing with one issue at a time. So somebody needs to deal with one issue at a time. We're going to get clarifying messages after as well. Four of Wands. This is about reunion, celebration, coming together, marriage, foundation. Maybe somebody is either already in a marriage and commitment, okay, and they're trying to figure out what to do here because they have a lot of thoughts running through their head about that marriage or commitment, or about going into a marriage or commitment. Death. Wow. Plot thickens. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I also have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Of course, I have your energy here. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Death is transformation. Endings bring new beginnings. Okay? So this can be, you know, I feel guilty. I feel guilty because I want to end a marriage or commitment. I want to figure out how to take the action to end a marriage or commitment. And I have all these thoughts roaming around in my head. And I'm trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what should I do if I do it, or going into a marriage or commitment. So again, take what resonates for you. Either way, it's about, you know, things are going to change here. Things are going to change. Either I'm thinking about going into a marriage or commitment and I'm really worried about what could go wrong rather than what could go right, or I'm already in a marriage or commitment and I'm trying to figure out how to end it, but I feel guilty, you know, but I have other opportunities I'm thinking about. Okay, so I'm getting both messages, and I do get Crosswatchers, so it makes perfect sense. So you decide what end you're on. And as I said that, we have the Lover's energy. You have a choice to make. This is a choice between two different directions or two different people. So somebody has some decisions and choices to make, okay? And they don't, you know, they don't really want to make them. They worry about making the wrong decisions. What if I choose the wrong cup? What if I choose the wrong person? Or what if I choose the wrong time? Or, you know, what if all these people here, you know, make me feel guilty, or I myself feel guilty, somebody feels guilty? That could be it as well. Either way, there's a choice or decision to make here. Either, again, Ten of Pentacles is about having accumulated assets, resources coming together. Okay, it's about family, legacy, home, future. Okay, so this can definitely represent, we have a decision and a choice to make when it involves a lot of money, a lot of pentacles, property, accumulation of assets. But you know what? This doesn't mean a damn thing if you don't have what truly is in your heart. You can have all the money, all the assets in the world, and still be thoroughly unhappy. And I have to keep saying it, but my mind and thoughts always turn back to Robin Williams. Fantastic actor, so funny. He made everybody else laugh, but in his own life, he was really struggling with a lot of depression, anxiety issues, and You know, he had all the money in the world, but it didn't help that anxiety. It didn't help that depression. It didn't help what he was going through. So, you know, it's more important in life to be happy and be emotionally fulfilled just as much as it is being comfortable. You know, when I say comfortable, I mean you don't need all the riches in the world. As long as you can take care of your day-to-day without struggling too much, you know, then that's good. If you have somebody beside you to deal with it with you. But if you've got somebody with you that doesn't give you their time and attention, but they have a ton of money or you have a ton of money, then that's empty, right? You know, that's what I'm trying to say. So even the richest people in the world can be the most miserable and most depressed. Okay, and this person's trying to figure out what to do, you or them, and it can be both of you. Should I do this or should I do that? I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking about that. If I make this decision, what's the possible outcome? I'm worried about screwing up my choices and my decisions. So this is somebody, you know, contemplating how to take this action, but isn't really taking any action at this time. You or them. Let's get the clarifying messages. What are the clarifying messages for Libra? Why is the King of King of Wands here? This action taker. Now the King of Wands, keep in mind the King of Wands is somebody who's very magnetic, somebody who's sexy. This is somebody who's a go-getter. This is somebody who usually knows exactly what they want. Okay, but not this time. This time it's kind of like, if I do this, then, you know, it may cause that. If I think about this or do that, then it may cause that. So they're very conflicted in their thinking and choices at this time. You know, they're worried about making a mistake, making the wrong decision. So what's going on with this King of Wands? What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know? Okay, see, they're trying to figure out how to walk away from a situation that they're thoroughly unhappy in. This is a situation where I don't feel supported. I don't feel the love. It's not working anymore. But there's the moon and there's the mountain. I'm scared to cross that mountain because I don't know what's on the other side. And so again, I have to try to just trust my intuition here on what decisions and choices to make. Okay? But to me, looking at this, and it doesn't matter. This is all up to you. We all have free will. This is just my thoughts. If you're empty here, if where you are is empty, what do you have to lose by crossing that mountain? Nothing. But everybody's different in their fears and their thoughts. This is somebody that overplays all of these thoughts in their head over and over and over again, scared to actually move forward. Because this transition, I feel, again, involves either a lot of money, or this involves a future of building and balancing money, time, energy, thoughts, emotions, all of it. It's like, this is my be-all, end-all. To somebody, this is their be-all, end-all. Kind of like my final chapter of my life, I want to say. So, yeah, of course you're going to take it very seriously. But I do feel like somebody's having a real hard time trusting their intuition. Okay, they're allowing their thoughts to be overwhelmed. And the less sleep you get, the harder it's going to be to make these choices. Let's face it, right? So, what are our fears here? What does Libra need to know about these fears? Wow, death again. They feel guilty for ending a marriage or commitment. Or, again, I'm getting both messages and I have Crosswatchers. They are fearing going through this transition overall. It's the fear of the unknown. Okay, it's a devil you know, where you're unhappy, unsupported, unfulfilled, versus the devil you don't know. You know, that leads to fear. The unknown leads to fear. Clarify the Seven of Cups for Libra. Okay. Somebody's worried about the jealousy, the conflict, the drama it's going to create when they walk away from where they already are. Clarify the Four of Wands. This is about marriage, commitment. That was super fast. Healing, wishing, hoping, going towards my destiny. So somebody feels like their destiny, their wish fulfillment lies elsewhere. They want to go towards where their destiny is. This is somebody that is tired of hiding under the covers or in fear. or, you know, just overthinking in general. They're tired of it. They want to go towards where they feel their destiny is, and they want to be honest, but they fear doing so because of the conflict it's going to create. Conflict, jealousy, arguments. Clarify death, please, for Libra. Why is death here? My goodness. Yeah. It's like, I want to get away from here. Part of me just wants to end things, and I'm dreaming about sneaking away. Not necessarily sneaking away, but I dream about and I fantasize about getting away from where I am. This is somebody that wants to avoid the conflict, okay, because it's been tough, and they're trying to figure out how to do it. Now, this could be somebody that's dealing with somebody that's very toxic. This can be a codependent marriage commitment that they're already in, that they feel attached, obligated to, and feel guilty, or other people are going to make them feel guilty if they walk away. But we have death here twice, and we have the Nine of Swords and the Lovers. So this is the universe saying you have a choice to make. You know, you can either choose to stay in an energy that you're not happy with and worry about what everybody else is thinking, or you can choose to be very honest, be your true authentic self, and speak up about it. Okay, I definitely feel like, Callie, it's okay, shush now, no bark. That's our dog. This is, I want to apologize. I want to reach out, you know. I want to tell you that my heart is broken here. Somebody's heart is broken. They've gone into hermit mode, trying to figure out how to stand up for themselves against everybody they're going to be against. So I feel like a lot of people are against your person or against you going towards what you feel is your true life purpose, your destiny, your soulmate. This is somebody that knows they need to stand up for themselves, but it's like they want to stand up to other people and apologize at the same time. You know, like, I'm sorry, but I want to go towards my destiny. I want to go towards what I feel is right for me. They know they're going to be met with conflict, so we're avoidant, okay? Clarify the Lover's energy. What is this choice? Queen of Wands. So definitely, I mean, without a doubt, we're dealing with our divine counterpart, King and Queen of Wands. The person you're dealing with is a go-getter like you. Normally, like I said, they know exactly what they want. They know exactly what is meant for them, but they are worried about what everybody else thinks and wants. So they have a choice between you and dealing with certain family members or friends that, you know, they have to stand up to. And they are, like, spending a lot of time alone, I feel right now, to whatever chance they get, or you, trying to figure out what choice and decision to make. Okay, clarify the Ten of Pentacles. This person sees you, for whoever I'm talking to, is their final destination. You're the one they love. You're the one they want long-term commitment with here. You're the one they feel the passion for, the intensity for. They feel like you and they get each other. Again, King and Queen of Wands. You know, you definitely know what you want. You're passionate. You're very passionate about what you want. But there is some kind of going back and forth here between, you know, balancing their finances, trying to figure out what to do, how to stand up for this connection. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Wow. How do I get success? How do I make this announcement to my family, to my friends, to everybody here about, you know, what I want, you know, about how I feel? And it's like they want to tell them and apologize all at the same time. Okay, is what I'm getting. But they may want to apologize and reach out to you and say, you know, I'm really sorry. You know, there was a lot of conflict, a lot of decisions and choices to make. But for some of you, it's also because they may have been looking at other opportunities in their life, and there was a lot of jealousy. So they may have had too many people after them, after their affection, wanting their attention. They may have been getting attention from these other people, and now they're having to fight all these people off that they were getting at one time attention from. That's not going to be for all of you. For others of you, this is them trying to, again, you know, tell their family, their friends, everybody that they used to have a lot in common with, but not anymore, not so much, you know, what it is that they want, and trying to be real about it. But they're also, you know, worried about that conflict. So that's what I'm getting there. Let's get the mutual energies between you and this person. Let's see what the mutual energies are. Either way, there's a lot of decisions and choices to make, and we need to figure out how to balance ourselves out and how to take this action and how to go towards this new blessing. I mean, the Ace of Cups is a new blessing, new love coming in. And if we want it, we're gonna have to stick to what it is we want to plan here. Yeah, so I feel like you and this person are going through moments of stress and possibly depression here, which makes sense with the Nine of Swords. We're staying up late, we can't focus, you know, you're thinking about each other, you're thinking about, you know, maybe there's conflict here, new love. Yeah, there's new love here, but it's like in order to go towards it, we have to try to make other people understand, or we feel like we need to make other people understand what we feel like is our true destiny, our true path. You know, and it's like maybe you're both worried and have jealousy issues too. Like maybe you're both worried that each other is with somebody else, looking at somebody else. And yeah, if you read on their social media that they're flirting with this other person, calling them beautiful or calling them gorgeous or whatever, and you're a person that's interested in you, that, you know, thinks, well, if you're interested in me, you wouldn't be calling that person beautiful or gorgeous. Like, you know, it's common sense. But if they're flirting it up with other people, well, then of course, you know, you're going to be kind of like, can we have success in this connection? Because, you know, I'm ready to overcome any challenges. But if somebody's getting attention from somewhere else naturally, and you see it, you're not going to have much faith in that connection. You're not going to feel like that person is being their true authentic self. They're not being real. So definitely Spirit is saying it's time to be real. It's time to look at your self-reflection, look at yourself in the mirror. And it's as the old saying goes, do unto others as you do. You know, like if you don't like it done or said to you, then you don't do it or say it to somebody else. It's that simple. So if you're flirting with somebody else, you can't expect the other person not to, etc., etc. I mean, to me, it's common sense, but everybody's different. So what I'm getting here is there's new love, but there's also like this really fantastic spark. Like, it's like, this is excitement. I feel exhilarated. I feel like, you know, I really want to reflect on where it is I'm going from here. And somebody's knowing and realizing that they must take the action to go towards it. They must take the action towards, you know, standing up and fighting for what they want. And I feel like all these changes, because we have death and transformation here, again, not just once, but twice. And this indicates that someone needs to go through that period of reflection, to reflect on, you know, maybe how they treated others, or how they were just an option maybe, or how they allowed other people to interfere, whether it's family or a job or career or house or whatever. Like, we've really got to decide in our life what's important at the end of the day. Okay, so you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Yeah, this is so great, because yes, there is turmoil happening here. There is fear happening here through making these decisions, but it's not for nothing. It's so that somebody does realize and go into that self-reflection mode and start to realize what is really important. You know, when you look in a mirror, what do you see? Do you like who you see? Do you like who you've been? Would you like to be with that person you are? That's all we need to ask ourselves at the end of the day. You know, are you devoted? Are you sincere? Are you loyal? Because if you're not, you can't expect somebody else to be, right? Let's get your advice and guidance. Let go of the old and make way for the new. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts and fears. There you go. Or doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned actions and choices. Okay? Choose to take aligned actions and choices. Like, consider what could happen, and would you be able to live with that if it was vice versa, right? That's what I'm getting. Let's get your love guidance and advice messages here as well. For Libra, what are the messages, please? For Libra. So even though I'm reading these messages now, it may resonate 2 months from now, 6 months from now. And this is for, I think I forgot to say that, anybody with a Libra placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And you can book your reading if you want a reading at shayc.com. Go check out the reviews. I'm very proud of my repeat clients. I love them all. They've been amazing. And let's see, have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. So your angels are helping you to go towards your destiny, to go towards who and what is meant for you. But again, you must be your true, authentic self. You can't expect to attract somebody who's truthful, honest, loyal, if you're not yourself, okay? So whoever I'm talking to, I'm getting that message. It may be for a crosswatcher. It may be you. You will know who you are. Don't shoot the messenger. That's the messages I'm getting. All right, let's go ahead and check out your, just a sec, I need my glasses. The tarot charms. Yeah, see, somebody's doubting themselves. Yes, you can. You can definitely go towards your destiny, okay? Don't let your fear hold you back. There's the Chariot. There you go. So you are definitely meant to move forward towards your rightful place, whoever I'm talking to. You may have made a pinky swear, you know, you swore to somebody, you swore, like, I don't mean swore, I mean like this is a soul-to-soul connection. Do you see how the angels are trying to bring two people together here? It's like you're intertwined here at a soul-to-soul level. King and Queen of Wands, the Lover's energy. There is a soul connection here that you are meant to go towards. And somebody's like has these fears, these doubts. OMG, are you kidding me? We have death again. There's the skeleton. So somebody's going through a massive transformation. And here's the lovebirds. There's definitely love here between you and someone else. Now we're coming towards you in the future that's brand new. Okay? Could be dealing with somebody with the name of Jack. You are meant to spread your wings. If you start to see dragonflies, that's definitely a sign for you to go through this transformation, allow things to happen, and trust your intuition. Absolutely. This is somebody who's definitely very strong, who's a natural born leader. And again, you have met your match, or you're going to meet your match is what I'm getting. Your home is your castle. So definitely this is about building a home, a castle, a legacy together, I feel, with somebody here. And we definitely have somebody here who's musically inclined, may like to play the trumpet or is learning to play the trumpet. Violin, I've also got the violin here. Okay, I feel like somebody's very good at building things. Okay. And for some of you, most definitely nature is important to you. Or I'm also getting that the holidays might be quite significant this year for you. Whether you celebrate or not, that period of time is very significant for some of you. I'm going to leave it here. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Fantastic and free way to also support these free readings. But not only that, claim these positive messages. You have the Ace of Cups here. And you have the Lover's energy. So pretty soon, you know, either you're meeting your divine counterpart, King and Queen of Wands, or you already have. And this is about moving forward with success, overcoming obstacles here, and somebody standing up for it, you know, realizing who and what you are to them. The star energy, your destiny, your soulmate. And then we also have here the intertwined hands, which also states to me that that's a soul-to-soul connection. So congratulations, you definitely have a soul-to-soul connection coming in here. It's just a matter of time. Sending love and light to all of you. I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.